I just want to welcome you to this extraordinary place and just warn you that 2 people have been thrown out of here today, so behave yourselves tonight, otherwise you'll go with them. It's a high risk place. But on a more serious note, I think it's a great privilege to be here actually. I think it's pretty special that you've come down to show yourselves off, and what most people don't realise, and I spoke to Rangitingi College today, and I'm sure they don't get it, and I didn't get it until I was 56 years of age, that whatever we think about this place, everything that happens here first, and whether we like it or not, this place makes the rules that either make our lives or ruin our lives, and so we've got to pay attention to it, so it's most important. But I think it's also important that people and organisations like yours bring yourselves to Power, because it's pretty special to come here. I hope you get a good result from coming here, and for me it's pretty special to have local people down here. And I think it's pretty, you must have huge influence when you get the Mayor of Palmerston North to come down. That's amazing. And some other pretty notable people from Palmerston North too. And of course you've got some in your own organisation who I probably didn't have any idea took photographs and things. And I even recognise some people with photographs. So pretty special, so thank you for coming. I'm sure it will be successful for you, but it just shows that photography has an impact on everybody, and the record that we keep, even though today we've got these extraordinary things and the latest one, I've seen photos of the latest one of these, and they're unbelievable, the details we can get out of them. But it's pretty special, and I think that as we become more and more recorded and more recorded by people we don't want to be recorded by, then it becomes more important in life as well. So thank you for coming. Thank you for being part of this extraordinary place, and I'm going to ask Grant if he'd like to say a few words, because
kia ora everybody, and thank you, Ian. And it's great that Ian, you have to have an MP here to be in this space, so we're very fortunate to have a number of MPs within our region and city, and thank you, Ian, for hosting the Camera Club. And I just looked here, the club was established since inception in 1947. Now that's incredible bit of heritage there in itself. And when Maureen and Jim and I think Margie came to see me, and they had this idea of an exhibition here at Bowen House titled Who We Are, and I think it exactly is who we are. Although I've seen penguins in Rangitingi and the new Parliament buildings in Palmerston North, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. So no, but seriously, there is some great imagery around, and some amazing people and landscape imagery, and I think it's a real credit because you are all amateurs. Although I see in some of you've got some professional prices here. Jim's up at 450 and Margie, you're at 500. But no, seriously, it's a real credit to you. It's fantastic to be here as the Mayor and MP of Rangitingi, obviously, having a little bit of our patch in Wellington, and I think Ian's right. You've got to influence the influencers. And this is where the influences are. So I believe some of the staff and some of the other people have said, "Oh, Palmerston North doesn't look too bad a place." So that is seriously, that is something we have to battle at times. And doing this sort of exhibition and your promotion of your work actually helps us break down some barriers. So thank you for going to some real effort. We hope that we can bring it back to Palmerston North and possibly Fielding, and that's in the plans in the future. So well done, and I believe they're all for sale too. So that little booklet there has the price list. So I'm sure you'll be buying some. Great, thank you. Thank you.
Very cool. Now I've got the real boss going to speak.
I hope you'll notice. If you're going to be eccentric, you really need to get out there. If you're going to be a camera club, you need to get out there. And this is the one thing we've enjoyed doing as a committee. There are a lot of headaches. But I want to thank, first of all, Sarah and Tash, wherever they are. For the fine work. They were a big help for us to get this together. And like Grant said, we had a dream and we did it. We made it, and the club made it. And we've got some lovely, lovely images up on the wall, and please do buy them. You know, even if it is somebody else's kid, it's still nice. Yeah. And each one has a statement. If you want to know why we put the penguins in. Please read the booklet, because that penguin got an award with the PSNZ, and it's well worth looking at that story. And the Napier one got, and the steers, they were all prize winning outside of club, and our turbines over there, the coloured ones. We had a Four Seasons exhibition in Palmerston North last year. So the club is getting very, very active out there promoting who we are, not just the Manawatu, but the Camera Club, which is why we have penguins that aren't in Palmerston North really. And that's why we have the Parliament buildings, and we do think that Parliament would be good in Palmerston North. No earthquakes, a great deal. Okay, so if you're thinking of moving, we'll welcome you. There's always something to do in Palmerston North. There's, so it's a great place, artistic and very together. Just like in Christchurch, everybody says who we are. This is who we are, a multicultural community, and it shows through the photos. I'll pass the time now over to Jim. He's going to... Thank you, Jim.
Oh, lovely pass there. It's been a fun process of putting all this together. For sure it has. There were times when there was a slight panic would set in, particularly when the prints did not arrive back from Hamilton, when they were printed twice. And by the time we actually got it here, and I know we put a bit of pressure on you, didn't we? But not getting them here till 5 o'clock last Friday, when they were due a week earlier. But it was a great team, and we really enjoyed putting them together. And when we look out there now and see it, actually, I think as a club we all feel pretty proud of what's happening here. It is our intention to bring it back to Palmerston North. You were sorting out a good location for us, Grant, and we've been talking to Te Manawa, our local, where the local arts are displayed. So they've got us on their list. So there's opportunities for people in Palmerston North and Manawatu to be actually able to see what we have here. But it's been fun, Maureen, and thank you for your leadership in this. I think this would not have happened if it wasn't for Maureen. She led us around and kept us under control. She did a magnificent job, just along with the other members of the committee. So thank you, Maureen.
Absolutely. Thank you.